Yes, people, welcome back to NAF. We've got an NLD derby, and who better to get on than the man himself, Egal, who's going to back his team all the way. You already know what it is if you know Egal. And then Deji, who won't back down from a fight no matter what, because he doesn't rate the red hot chili peppers as if his club isn't the white version. Right, Deji? But anyways,
Well,
you got everyone.
you started there, which means you don't believe anything you just said.
But big up, make sure you smash the like, super important. You know where it does to any video. Also, you can subscribe to Egal and Deji. They will be in the description there and then. But what you man say? Come on, man. How are we actually feeling? We don't need to do all these pleasantries. Let's get into the nitty gritty, man. This is probably the most entertaining derby of the whole Premier League. Do you know what I mean? We can expect something to go left.
Yeah, I feel great. For me, I'm looking forward to the derby, bro. Let's keep it 100, bro. I mean, we talk about being friends off screen and all that crap, but the truth of the matter is, I hate Arsenal, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. Like, for me, I hate their guts. So I'm always looking forward. The 22nd of November couldn't come soon enough. As soon as we got the fixtures in July, I was looking for the North London derby, and I can't wait to play these brothers. However, I will say that they are playing us at a time where we have got a lot of players injured. But I would also say, Gal, let's be real. The last time our two teams played, it was in Hong Kong, and you got slapped up by my club. So hold that.
Scoring a goal from the halfway yard line. By the way, that's their only win since like 2018. And you're holding on to preseason games. I thought preseason didn't matter.
Well, I think you can say, and we don't have to be shameless about it.
Preseason doesn't matter, right?
There are no such things as friendly games between our two clubs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
So does it officially count? Does that goal count for Pate Matisar's season?
Bro, there are no friendlies. Bro, I don't give a damn. Let me tell you how deep it gets, bro.
This is how deep it is.
I don't give a damn if the man them all happen to be in Dubai at the same time during the off-season. They happen to separate themselves as Arsenal, Tottenham, and they're kicking ball right next to, I don't know, some sort of by the Burj Khalifa. I don't give a damn, bro.
The game is a game. It
is what it is.
Let me make it easy for you. He has not won at the Emirates for so long that he's not beat Arsenal in so long. His only recent win is preseason game, so he's trying to hold on to whatever he can hold on to. But Deji, if we're going to be honest, you don't rate your manager, you don't rate your club, regardless what injuries you have. You don't rate yourself going into this game. You have low confidence.
Can I help you? And also, I'm going to give you food for thought so that even after this stream, it's going to be ringing in your headpiece. Yeah. What goes up must come down.
So you're already on your way down. That's what it's telling me.
Cass knew exactly what I said. He knew exactly what I meant with that.
I don't involve me. Don't involve me, Deji.
So you know how I know. You know how I know.
You might as well explain to this brother what I meant.
1 second. You're already on your way down. Because if we check your last 3 Premier League games, what happened? Loss to Newcastle. In English teams. What happened against English teams recently? In the League Cup, you got knocked out by Newcastle. Then you went and lost at your own house to Chelsea, and then now you drop points to Manchester United. So in my opinion, you're already on your way down. You're nosediving. You're losing faith in your manager. And I personally think after losing to Chelsea, Newcastle, and drawing to Man United, this could be the final nail in the coffin for all your fans who are on the edge with the manager, because you're playing boring football. You make fun of Arsenal set pieces, but you guys are relying on set pieces now also, and you don't have the defense to match. So you just said what goes up must come down.
Yeah, I wanted to explain that.
No. Let me finish. At one point this season on this channel, you were saying to me and you were the same. After 5 games, you were saying we were the same. And now, since then, if I look at the Premier League table, I see my team has just gone win, draw, where you're going win, loss. You saw, I don't know where you're going.
Can I respond now? Can I respond? what I meant by what goes up must come down, we haven't beaten you in your yard since 2010. So at some point, that run has to stop. You agree. You're not going to go on doing this forever and ever and ever, yeah? So hold that. The other thing is, my bro, calm yourself down, yeah? Because I don't know why you're shaking your bum. You guys are just as spicy Spurs. This weekend, if you didn't know, since you got your Google
You're
pad
insulting yourself.
just listen. You have the best home record in the Prem. I have the best away record in the Prem. So my prediction for the weekend is that it's going to be a draw, bro. I think you're dusty. But even hear me out now. You have more to lose than Spurs this weekend.
Oh,
why is that? Because Tottenham we have all of our attackers gone. No Kudus, no Solanke.
Actually, Kudus might be there. Kudus should be there.
At the moment, until 100% confirmed, he's an out because he was out before the international break. We didn't get to see the brother. No Solanke, no Mawani, no Pape Sarr, no Madison.
Are we playing the injury game?
I mean, we could just name and name and name.
Oh, but I could do the same. One second.
The only person you're going to chat about is Hammerhead. And
no. Stop.
Hammerhead's not available.
The captain Martin Odegaard's out. You got Gyökeres out. You got Gabriel out. You got Havertz out.
How many of them start?
Out. You got Jesus out. What are we doing?
Who of them?
Even Calafiori. You know something?
Calafiori's not out.
Let's go through it. Every single player I named starts for Tottenham.
Doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is, how many of those players start for you?
Last time I checked, our captain, our starting striker.
Odegaard doesn't.
Odegaard does start. He does start. He does.
Our captain starts in the midfield.
He was on the bench for a while though.
Our starting striker starts up top. Our backup striker starts if our first striker is injured. Our third striker would have started if Then don't forget our starting center back plus potentially our starting left back might be injured also, and then the rest are backups. But they're pretty good backups that would start.
No attack, bro. We got nothing on top.
We have seven.
But anyway, like I said, can I just say this though? Can I just say this, Egal? Because I know you.
We don't complain. We still win.
Look, it's good that you're comparing yourself to my club, and we are on par. If we had 11v11,
we are not on par.
Listen. If it was Omano to Omano, no injury to no injury, your 11 against my 11.
You're getting
that game is either a draw or a Spurs win. In my
no. Stop.
So, now, hold on.
1 second. 1 second. You just said something I disagree with. We are not the same.
We're the same.
No. My B team is as good as your team.
Bro, do you know, like, we're trying to do something serious. This is why it's not alive.
No, I'm dead serious.
Now, we're trying to do something serious.
If we did a combined 11 right now, Spurs and Arsenal's B team, bro, I generally think Arsenal's B team.
You played your team. Now, so let me go on. You're the best home record. I'm the best away record. Isn't that on par?
Arsenal also have one of the best squads.
Isn't that on par, my guy?
No, that's not, because you're currently.
It is on par because you're the best home and I'm the best away. It's yin and yang.
One second.
Bro.
One second. You might have the best away record, but I'm pretty sure Arsenal are there and thereabouts also.
I don't want to hear that crap. You're not the best.
The thing is,
the best away from home.
No. The thing is, when we look at your home form, you're down near relegation. Am I mistaken?
Bro, what I'm talking about is yin and yang. You're the best at home, I'm the best away. Just hold it, bro. It's all right. We don't need you to give me my loose guys.
No,
I don't need you, bro.
No,
can I be real? I don't want, because, bro, I've noticed on your streams, especially your lives lately, this is why we're pre-recording. You be moving like a politician, bro. Okay. I swear down, you can be coming up with fair roundabout statements.
1 second. You said something that's wild. Arsenal have the second best home record.
I don't give a damn. You're not the best.
Arsenal have the second best away record, right?
Oh my God.
Tottenham,
that's what you are known for.
Tottenham, who you think are the same, have the second worst.
I don't want to hear that. Can I just say something to you, bro? One of the reasons why I think sometimes that you get unfairly cooked, by the fan base and other YouTubers is the fact that you glorify in being second. Bro, like you gotta move away from that, bro.
I'm
The-
talking.
this
I'm not
second,
talking.
you see, bro, if you were an
Hey,
Olympian,
top of the league.
if you go, but let me tell you, because I feel like you haven't been told properly, so I'm gonna do it in a way that you understand. If you were an Olympian, you'd be shaking your bum for getting silver.
All right, let's talk
And
about this.
it doesn't make sense, bro.
1 second.
You're
Let's talk
shaking your
about this.
bum for a silver medal.
All right,
Bro,
Forget about that. The main point is you're glorifying your away record. The reason why you're not doing that with your home record is because when you face teams like Bournemouth, when you face teams like Chelsea, Aston Villa, when you face Manchester United, you don't pick up points. At home, guess what? Guess what happened when you're at home? Guess who you beat in these games? You beat Everton. 1 second. You beat Everton. You beat Leeds. You beat Brighton. You drew against Brighton. You beat West Ham, who were shaky. And of course, yes, fair play. Your first win at home, away, was a big win versus Manchester City. But none of these teams who you beat are on the level of an Arsenal.
Man City is on the level of an Arsenal. Is Man City not on the level of Arsenal?
At the time when you face Man City,
is Man City not on the level of Arsenal? They're the closest team to you.
When you face Man City, it was pre-Donnarumma. You faced James.
What's this team to you in the table right
James Trafford, Man City to Man City now is two completely different teams. Let's be fair.
So what makes you? Where do you feel you're getting your draw then, Deji, in this game? Because you said it's probably going to be a draw. So are you talking about score, like score draw, whatever, 0-0, or are we talking like
I think it's got 1-0 written all over it. Partly because our back line hopefully is available, Van de Ven, Romero, which is very rare for this type of game. With Udogie and Pedro Porro or Jed Spence. And we know that this season Spurs have been good at set pieces. Call us what you want. You guys are just better at us than doing the set piece thing, spicier, but we're good at set piece. Whereas their set piece instrument in Hammerhead, he's unavailable. So I feel like if anyone's going to score a set piece, it would be Spurs. The other thing that Egal would no doubt agree with me is that Arsenal, in terms of their attacking prowess, how they open up teams, they've not really carved teams open. More likely to score from a set piece than from open play so far that we have seen this season. And lastly, Egal, Spurs thrive, and we've got points away from home because the teams who have attack us away from home. When you attack Spurs, we hit you on the counter, we score, we walk away with the result. At home, where we're supposed to be in attack, when we're supposed to have ball possession, we struggle to break teams down, and then we end up getting hit on the counter, and that's why we have dropped points at home. So you're not playing Spurs at our stadium. If it was our stadium, I would actually be saying it's a guaranteed loss. But away to the Emirates at your yard, with the way that you guys are struggling to break down the team, knowing that we're probably going to do a low block, knowing that you're struggling to score goals from open play, I think it's got a draw written all over it. And bearing in mind, I don't expect Spurs to do anything in attack because we have no attack, no Kudus. So it's likely that we're going to go with wingers of Brennan Johnson and Odebear. Likely that we've got Richarlison or Matthias Tell, no Papsar, Bergvall unavailable as well. So we're going with Pellegrini and Bentancur. It's already long. So we know that part of the field is a wrap. We just got to rely on our defense.
Last time I checked, away to Bodo Glimt and away to Monaco, you didn't come out with a win in either of those games either.
Are you Bodo Glimt and are you Monaco?
We're better. So I expect my team. I expect my team to exploit Tottenham's defense, which is, you know what, at times has been shaky, at times has been solid. Also, I expect us to have majority of the possession. I expect us to have majority of the ball. I do think you guys are going to play in the counter and play defensive, but I think it will benefit us because you will be down. You will be down, and we will most likely get the breakthrough first. And when we do get the breakthrough, it'll be a situation where you're chasing. You open up the game, and it'll be much easier for us to exploit your weak defense afterwards. I don't think you realize that, the teams that you played this season, whenever you face somebody who was on your level or better, you most of the time lost or drop points. I don't think this Tottenham team has the creativity. I don't think this Tottenham team has the killer instinct. I think if you don't have Kudus, you are in big trouble because he's one of your only sparks. And in the final third, you don't have players who can really hurt us right now.
I agree.
As much as we don't have some of our key players, I trust my squad depth.
How do you hurt Tottenham?
I trust if Mikel Moreno can start up top, if Gyökeres is not available and he has scored multiple games, Gabriel's injured. Everyone's saying Gabriel's injured. Well, we beat Real Madrid home and away without Gabriel. I'm not too concerned about Spurs without Gabriel, to be fair. And when it comes to certain individual players, we still have Saka, we still have Eze, we still have Saliba.
Were you happy with your performance against Sunderland?
Sunderland's the first time we dropped points.
Were you happy with your performance though?
To be fair, I thought our second half performance was good. I thought the first half we weren't attacking we weren't pressing them enough. In this game.
And since then, you've lost Gabriel.
No, but the difference between people have off games, I don't think Sunderland is the rule. I don't think we drop points now to Tottenham and then continue to start dropping points. I think when we do in the past, when we've dropped points consecutively, the issue has been a glaring squad problem. Now I don't think we have the same problems. Hincapié or Mosquera can come in and slot in straight away for me.
I asked a question earlier today that wasn't answered, so I'm hoping that you would answer it.
Okay.
In the event that you do drop points against Tottenham this weekend, what would be your view of your club and your ambition to win the title? Because for me, we're going to the Emirates with probably one of the weakest Spurs teams we've had in probably the last 15 years. This would probably be the weakest team that we're going with because literally everyone's injured.
No, but I hear this every year. Whenever there's injuries, the weakest team. My response to your question, straight up, losing to Tottenham would be a failure of a day. We cannot lose to you. I'm
talking about drawing.
You are not better than us. We cannot lose to you. We cannot drop points to you. A win, we have to win. Guaranteed, this has to be a win. Simply because Manchester City are getting closer in the league, and I don't want them anywhere closer to us. Those guys. Anytime they smell blood, they go crazy. So I just want to stay as far away from City as possible.
I'm with you.
I do think City could potentially drop points this weekend to Newcastle, and we could further our lead. So
I'm with you on this, but I just want you to just take a step back. I'm with you. Look, we're going. I just told you. Look, Tottenham's likely lineup, so you can see why I'm not predicting a win, although anything's possible with football. We're looking at Udogie at left back. We're looking at Pedro Porro right back, Van de Ven, Romero. But Romero's not 100%. So if Romero's not 100%, it's likely to be Danzo. We've got Vicario in goal. We're looking at a midfield of Bentancur, Pellegrini that we know doesn't work. Xavi Simons in the 10 because Bergwall's unavailable. Papsar picked up an injury. That means we've got Odegaard on the left. We've got Brennan Johnson on the right. Yeah, because Kudus is not being confirmed. And it's a Richarlison or Matthias Tell up top. So we know attacking wise, we ain't doing nothing. 100%. So
your whole game is defense.
So now I'm saying to you, now you've heard my team. If you don't win, you're a disgrace. Even with
I thought you said we were apart.
If you don't win, isn't that no, but look how many players are out though.
No, bro. 1 second. Obviously, if you don't win,
there's inconsistencies in what Deji has said. By the way,
Deji's always being inconsistent.
I'm just waiting.
We already know you for being a secret Arsenal Oompa Loompa. Stop it!
I'm apparently
fucking self.
Apparently, we're apart.
So I've been told about. So I support City, Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea as well. Then because apparently I do. No, let's.
You can't be impartial.
You are more Arsenal than you are United.
All right,
Gave him
let's lay the smackdown. Yeah, you keep talking about Sunderland away. Yeah, so we're talking about away from home of Arsenal, which is inconsistent, right? Because you have to make the same argument then for what you've done recently, which was at home against United, which you've also scored via set piece of Richarlison, which is
I know.
really the probability of him doing that again is probably lower than 15%.
I think we scored more
in my
set pieces
estimations,
than
innit?
open play goals, though.
Yeah, my thing is with that is inconsistent because they conceded at the end of the game, which was unlucky for Arsenal a bit, but in the same breath, the same for you because you also conceded a set piece against us at home, not away from home.
Yeah.
For you,
we're not good at home.
That's I know, but the thing is like they're good at home, but you're good away.
Exactly.
Yeah, and but what I'm gonna say here is then in the same breath, there is a lot more pressure for Arsenal. They're trying to win a title. Of course, there's a lot more pressure. They're at home. There's no denying that. And
no, but also they're coming up against a really weak Spurs.
Yeah. It's a derby though, because bro, I've seen the same things with Man United and Liverpool. A weak United has also beat Liverpool in recent history, and also the vice versa. A weak Liverpool's also beating a very good United at the time. Actually smashed us, but. Yeah. I'm just gonna say this, innit? Yeah, my whole kind of looking at this. We can talk about if Arsenal, yeah, they don't want to drop points to Man City because we know what their bottle's like. But what happens if you drop points and then you keep sliding that further down the table? What happens with Spurs? There's no focus on that.
Yeah, but look, bro, we already know. This is not my standards. I'm talking about the general population standards of Spurs fan. We know that people are giving Frank time. So they're saying top 6, top 8 would be acceptable given the season that we had last season. I'm saying if that's what he's going to give us, why have him in the club? So, and that's why
do you know what run you've got coming up, my bro?
Yeah, drop it like it's hot.
Drop it. I'll drop it. Cool. You've got Arsenal, then you've got PSG, then you've got Fulham, then you've got Newcastle away, then you've got Brentford, then you've got Slavia Prague, then you've got Nottingham Forest away, and then you've got Liverpool, and then you've got Crystal Palace away. This could be a really dark time for you.
I don't think so. I think realistically we could drop points against obviously Arsenal this weekend.
You could drop points against Brentford because your home record's crap. Newcastle you never beat. Fulham your home record. You've been talking about home record.
I think in the Prem, it's not unrealistic to expect Spurs to lose to Arsenal, Newcastle, and Liverpool.
Do you know what the difference is again, like
you're
playing Liverpool at home, you're playing Brentford at home, Fulham at home, you're playing Crystal Palace, which is difficult away. Forest you probably can beat, I'd say, and also Newcastle away, you just never win. But with Arsenal, you keep talking about mentioning injuries and stuff like that, but actually Arsenal's bigger. I don't think there's a bigger worry for Arsenal because if you look at their run of fixtures, all the hard stuff is out of the way now.
Yeah, no, go on, give me their run. I need you to deal with me with the same energy.
All right, cool. So
let me know Arsenal's run.
So Arsenal ain't got. I wouldn't say they got an easy run, but it's out the way. I'd say they've got you lot who they smash up every year. They've got
Hold on. Before you carry on, I don't need you to ad lib. You're not Diddy, bro. What I need you to do is just give me the run because you're not showing that energy to Egal. You weren't saying, but Dej, you normally smack up.
Yeah, because he knows we're a good team.
You normally smack up. You're not doing that.
But you don't.
Just lay out the name. Just lay out.
All right. They've got Tottenham, you lot this weekend, who they usually smash up. Sorry, I have to do it. They got Bayern Munich. They got Bayern Munich, who they don't typically smash up. They got Chelsea away, who they always smash up since 2017-18. And this is but that would be a good game though. They got Brentford, Aston Villa away,
which is a dodgy game. Can you not bring yourself to say dodgy game at least?
Brentford's not a dodgy game for them.
Can you stop this?
Have you, bro? They always score about 3. Other than that weird FA decision when Ivan Toney scored, they always beat Brentford.
Yeah, I don't know.
At home and away. Anyways, they got Aston Villa, which is okay. Is hit and miss because Aston Villa are really good at home.
Villa, maybe.
Yeah, but I didn't even get to that part. He just can't wait. Then they got Wolves, Everton, and then they got and that's when they end the run. If you want to keep their Club Brugge as well. But the difference is, you lot are really Arsenal are really good right now. But the thing is, in favor of footballing odds, it's a weird season, isn't it?
Can I just be real though? Can I just say
I just don't see the light for you lot right now. Does
Yeah,
that,
I think there's more
what
likelihood
we're not going to do, Cass,
Oh.
and again, I'll let you go first in a sec, but let me at least lead on something. What we're not going to do is we're not going to go with your mainstream, because that's what you've become, Cass, recently. You've become mainstream narrative. The mainstream narrative would be Arsenal have got over the big games. They've got a run of easy games to go. That's mainstream. That's ESPN.
They have. Look at the first six weeks.
Al Jazeera. Them mainstream channels. However, we know, and the Arsenal fans know, Arsenal's problem ain't been the big dogs. Their problem has been against the minnows. The West Ham, where you expect Arsenal to win, and then they drop points. So don't be surprised in those run of games that this dusty team is dropping points after points. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal don't beat Brentford, bro.
So, all right, cool. I'll give you.
Why are we talking about Brentford?
Or Everton.
Yeah.
Everton.
The deflections is crazy.
It's not a deflection, bro.
Bro,
why didn't you win the league the last couple of years?
Bro, you know what this is?
Why haven't you won the league the last couple of years, bro?
This is you trying to ask your little brother to go and do something for you. That's what you're asking. Because you can't do it yourself. You can't.
Why haven't you won the league? What's been the reason why you
forget about winning the league? Why haven't you beaten us in our ground for 20 years? Sorry, why haven't you beat us in our ground for 15 years?
Let me be
15 years. 15 years. You haven't been able to beat Arsenal to Emirates.
Let me tell you.
15 years.
I can tell you why, though. I can tell you why.
15 years. You have come to my ground and you have left crying with bruised elbows.
First and foremost,
that's what happens.
First and foremost, two wrongs don't make it right, but I can tell you why, bro. This last weekend, I really wanted to go and watch Senegal versus Brazil. I said, you know what? That's going to be a good game to watch live. And then I found out where the game was. And I feel like that's what's going on with some of my Tottenham players, bro. Like, they're so... It's so... They feel... Like, I can't blame... It's not good because they're supposed to be professional. But sometimes, bro, you can go to certain venues, and you just want to get out of there.
Okay. Can I ask you an honest question? No banter. Thomas Tuchel, could he lose you and all your support this weekend if you get battered?
You mean Thomas Frank, you mean?
Sorry, Thomas Frank, yeah.
Bro, look.
He's already lost the support. What are you on about? He does it every week.
I think Thomas Frank's already lost the support, but Cass is right. I think what he can do, though, is he can win the support. If he does a madness and somehow gets a result at your ground, I think people's heads will turn in the positive. But so far, with what we've seen, the Spurs fan base are not happy with the football. The matter.
Could this be the final straw? Could this be the final straw?
Bro, like for me, the final straw broke a long time ago. But I think for the fan base, not the final straw. I think if what Cass has predicted happens, that would be the final straw. 100%.
Wow. Personally, for me, if we beat you by more than 2-goal margin, I'll be quite surprised with the amount of injuries we have in our attack. But I do.
Are you mad? Are you smoking bush?
I think it's going to be a close game.
Who's bringing out the weaker team?
No, obviously you're the weaker team. You're always the weaker team.
No. You said no banter.
No banter. Even a fully fit team.
Can you just respectfully just deal with my club?
Okay. Even a fully
I don't want to be irritated.
No, I'm not trying to irritate you. I'm just
don't be disingenuous, bro.
No, bro.
What's your attacking lineup this weekend?
It's quite easy to predict.
It's going to be Trossard. It's going to be Trossard, Moreno, and Saka, and that's good enough. That was good enough to beat. That was good enough to beat Real Madrid. It's going to be good enough to beat you. I'm telling you right now. Don't be surprised. This is the same front three that beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. The thing is, if you come to our ground and you play defensive, and even if you concede, you still play defensive, the scoreline will be low. But if you come to our ground and try to play football, you will get battered.
I'd be real.
I think what's going to happen is the first thing, you guys are going to try to play defensive football. We're going to catch you out. Then later on, you're going to try to come out and try to chase the game. And then we're going to catch you out again. And when we take a 2-goal lead, the game's going to be done because you're not going to want to get yourself embarrassed. And we're not going to give you an opportunity to get back into the game. And if we get a lead, the game's done. if you get a lead, you're gonna have to force us to play football and attack you more than we would have had to if anything else happens. Because what's gonna happen is if we get the early goal, we're gonna say, Tottenham, let's see what you're made of. And if we do that, you guys don't have nothing. Because if you can't score versus Bodo Glimt to beat them, and if you can't score versus Monaco to beat them, if we give you the ball after we have a 2-goal lead, the game is done, bro.
I respect that. And you know what? I'll be real with you, my bro. On the face of it, because, you know, football is a wonderful game and that's why we love it. On the face of it, unfortunately, football doesn't always do what we expect it to do. So on the face of it, you are absolutely 100% correct. I agree. You should be chopping up this Spurs team. Because for me, we're going there with no legs. However, if you don't, Egal, if you drop points against Spurs, I'm just telling you this.
How?
Let me finish.
No, but how?
I am gonna chop you down, pause, like a tree.
Okay, I broke down the game.
You're not gonna be able to
one second. Let's get to the analytical part. I broke down the game. I explained to you what I think is going to happen. How do you think Tottenham will beat Arsenal or get a?
I don't expect Tottenham to beat Arsenal this weekend, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. But look, Tottenham want you to have the ball. We want to go low block. He talks about the phases and the blocks. We'll do a low block. We'll sit tight, and we're going to just knock the ball long. One of the reasons why we brought in Thomas Frank is Thomas Frank is not. He hasn't got such a big ego where he feels he has to play his style of play, come, you know, and die on that sword. He's quite happy to go long. The issue that we have, I actually think Spurs, if Spurs are going to score, it will be from a set piece. Could be a Van de Ven. And then we stink out the place. So the question is, can Spurs score early and can we hold on for dear life? And if we do, that would be a tremendous performance from the boys, given the personnel and the resource that we have at our disposal. What I am also saying is, if you don't win this weekend, and I don't know why Arsenal fans are deflecting in it, sometimes I think they've just got no standards, is you're going to have to take the L and accept that this is, if you don't win, then it's bummy, bro. Like, it's crap. If I was playing such a bummy Arsenal team and I had my full strength team available, I'd be telling you I'm going to slap your face, and anything less than a slapping in the face won't be good enough.
Hey, you're right. We're so better than you that if we did lose, it would be a disgrace. It would be like losing to Everton.
Yeah, because of the players that's missing, bro. That's the only reason.
Well, so what's your prediction then, Egal?
I'm going 2-0 Arsenal victory. I think we shut them out, clean sheet. We come out of there, routine win, and at the end of it, we're gonna see Spurs fans basically saying that's the final straw for what do you call it, Thomas Frank, and they're gonna want him out.
What about you, Dej?
Look, I've gone with a 1-0, but I need to pull it here so you can clip it. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Spurs get a win from this.
So he don't believe in it, but he's going to draw.
Bro, all things can be right, bro. I don't have to believe it, and Spurs could still win.
Well, that's that then. I mean, for me, I think 2-0 is befitting for Arsenal. I don't see Spurs doing it.
You would shaker for Arsenal. You know what I mean?
It's not.
This guy is Arteta. Is that Arteta underneath that hat? You know what I mean?
Well, I just don't believe in you lot whatsoever. Anyways, look, man, smash the likes, people. Make sure you check out Egal and Deji, man. So, yeah, love, man.